Good morning. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. I'm thankful to Mr. Learning to invite me to Chandigarh, which I consider a place, a sangam of three cultures, three states, Haryana, Punjab and Himachal Pradesh. And it is visible here also in education also, opportunities are there, a lot of things are happening. I'm Kunwar Shekhar, Chancellor of Shobhit University, which is in Meerut. We have two universities, one is in Meerut and one is in Saharanpur, both in Uttar Pradesh. So, after listening to the chief guest of the day, Sarvesh Kaushalji, he spoke so well and so many issues he touched that I decided that now I will touch the basic issues. Because all leadership, all other issues he has already raised. And those who are sitting here, they all know that what are the challenges we have, what we have to do, how to become leader. But when I look at the education, being in education from last 27 years, what I have realized, what I have seen, many perspectives are there. We are in higher education, it means students from schools, they come to us as a half-cooked product, if I use the word, and the responsibility lies on the universities that now they should shape it. But if a product is half-cooked already, you cannot shape it if it is not properly half-cooked even. So there are certain basic things. I quote generally a book. I was quoting in past also, you heard that thing, but audience is different. So I will like to quote it again. I was reading a book. Essentially, there is a book called Teacher and Child. It is written by Dr. Haim Ganot, who is an Israeli teacher. So I quote what he writes. I am a survivor of a concentration camp. My eyes saw what no person should witness. Gas chambers built by learned engineers. Children poisoned by educated physicians. Infants killed by trained nurses. Women and babies shot by high school and college graduates. I am suspicious of education. My request is, help your children become human first. Your efforts must never produce learned monsters, skilled psychopaths, educated instruments. Reading, writing, arithmetics, mathematics, everything is important. Only if they serve to make our children more human. And when I read it, I found it very relevant even today. When we look at the society today also there are these issues raising. Today also we find that it is, yes, we can connect what he wrote many years back. With technology, the pace, global society is increasing. There is an urgent need to realign our education system, our course curriculums, our mindsets, what to teach. What should be our priority first? Fundamentally, if I talk about education, the initial priority of education had been to make good human beings, Manur Bhava. But today it is to make our children more skilled to be a good job seeker, good employee, successful engineer. That's the first priority. So, in the inaugural session, in the start, he was talking about Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. He quoted that. I feel that as Trimurti is there, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, there is one more Trimurti which is here in our body. That is head, heart and hand. In education, this 3H is very important. what we are doing in schools and universities, we are trying to cater our head first, feed everything, give him everything, so that he becomes intelligent. Maybe he will be able to get a job, maybe he will become a civil servant, maybe a good engineer, good doctor, and I will be proud of my child. So the complete focus is today on head. Then the second focus started a few years back. We started talking about skill development, hand. And we said, okay, नहीं अच्छा कुछ नहीं आता है, skill सिखा देते हैं। हाथ से कुछ करना सीख जाए, नौकरी मिलनी जरूरी है। That's all. The important, which is linking both the things, the art. How many of our schools, be it international schools or Sarkari schools or any school, how many of us are talking about an education system or adding some value to our students to become good human beings? How many of us are giving them an education for the heart? We have seen, I'm seeing the hand raised. I'm really proud. If you are doing so, we must compliment and congratulate you for that. I hail from a small village. I studied in a public school. We came in education, God was kind, He gave us an opportunity to promote schools, institutions, then universities, and I have seen everything, the growth, what is happening in education system in last 27 years. What I believe that our schools, our universities, the first thing what they have to do, they have to nurture hope of a world in solving challenges that cross borders, in unlocking and harnessing new knowledge, in building cultural and political understanding, in developing a habit of debates, dialogues, deliberations, and patience. This is what many times we are missing. If we talk about today's education system, the best example globally is Finland. Everybody is talking about Finland. The school system in the Finland is the best. Have you seen the reports? What is best in that? The best is in that is what Sir was talking about. The reports say that the schools over there, they are best. Their education system is best because they have excellent teachers. And how come they have excellent teachers? Because teaching is the most prestigious profession in that country. हम कहते हैं गुरु देवो भवा और पता नहीं क्या क्या बहुत सारी चीजें, लेकिन by heart, who is a teacher? How many teachers are there? How many people they become teacher by choice? जॉब नहीं मिला, इंडस्ट्री में नहीं मिला, चलो टीचर बनना। शादी हो गई, कुछ और नहीं करने को है, टीचर बनना। ये है, we have different priorities altogether. And when a person is becoming a teacher, not by choice, definitely they cannot excel in their profession. That needs to be seen. I was looking into the challenges what our education system is having. I was able to identify 5 basic challenges. The first challenge is to raise the status of teaching as a career choice, to attract the best people into teaching and to develop teaching as a knowledge-based profession. Number 2, to reduce disparity between a schooling experience of the students in India, because the India's most and least advantageous schools are there, children are there, and disparity is so big, we cannot compare, we cannot see. That has to be reduced. Because overall the ecosystem, if we look at the educational ecosystem, it is one. We cannot divide our schools. We cannot say we have a different ecosystem for education, say, for A school or B school or C school. Ultimately, that is one ecosystem we have. The third challenge, what again I am quoting you, you were talking about in detail, the sports curriculum. We have to redesign it. We have to inculcate technology in that. We have to look at global needs. And how it will happen? Who will do it? If the policymakers, bureaucrats, I'm sorry, but or politicians? No, they will not. The solution is to give flexibility to the schools to decide their own course curriculum, maybe up to some extent, so that they can decide, they can add what is required. The fourth challenge is what I was just telling, flexible learning arrangements have to be made. In India, what we are having, we try to fit one shoe size in everybody's. एक कोर्स हमने बना दिया, वही कोर्स मेरे गांव में पढ़ाया जाएगा, वही चंडीगढ़ में पढ़ाया जाएगा, वही मुंबई में पढ़ाया जाना है, वही सब जगह पढ़ाया जाना है। रिक्वायरमेंट अलग अलग हो सकती है, जो स्टूडेंट है उसकी अलग प्रायोरिटीज हो सकती हैं। पढ़ाना है, इम्पॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन उस पढ़ाने का पेस अलग हो सकता है, स्पीड अलग हो सकती है, उसे पढ़ाने का सिस्टम अलग हो सकता है। That flexibility has to be there. And the fifth challenge is to identify as early as possible children who are at risk of falling behind and provide them special attention, not to tell them you are a failure, you failed. We have to identify them. We have to see that they are needing us more than anybody else. Generally what is happening in schools, we are celebrating the success of it. We are celebrating, we are acknowledging the best of it. The rest is going just to rest. That has to be changed. One more thing is there, in a school system or even in universities, what we are doing, because there are three important things in education, in educational institute. First, creation of knowledge, which we are not doing. Second is integration of knowledge, which again I'm sorry, but many of us are not doing. Third is dissemination of knowledge. So that part we are doing, and that too is not dissemination of knowledge, that is dissemination of information. There is no scope even for our schools to create something new. If there are some good teachers, they want to do something new. So creation of knowledge is not happening. Integration, interdisciplinary word is today. But integration will not happen. We will not talk. Maximum of the schools I have seen in private sector, I am representing private sector only. I have seen they have everything but not agriculture. वो कहते हैं agriculture कौन पढ़ने आएगा मेरे? They do not have this subject. Fine, but the job opportunity is lying there. If you do not have agriculture, but you have IT, informatics, add a program called agriculture informatics. Add something new. You have biology, you have informatics, add bioinformatics. Let some schools do this experiment, which is not happening much. We have to look into that. One more thing is there. Every school, every institution is a separate vertical. I'm good, I'm a big school chain, I'm happy. What other school is doing, they should not know what I am doing. My best practice, they should not copy. I will to myself. ज़्यादा बच्चे आए, ज़्यादा अच्छा रहा. The world has changed. The previous old way was to conquer the world. Today it is to cooperate, to create together. That system has to be there. we have to develop common platforms where all these verticals, whatever good practices you are doing, come and share. Tell them, I'm doing this thing, you should also do it. I'm here to support you. I'm here to do something for you because I have experimented, I was successful, my boys were successful. So this is what I feel is required. They may not look good to many, but I hope that deliberations today, discussions today, they will give us a new path, because school education is most important even for a university. For people like me, the good students who will get more energetic, more enthusiastic, those who have very good questions, queries in their mind, they will bring a value to the universities also. Otherwise, we will get half cooked and we will bake them again, and that product will go out, which will not be of any use for anybody. Please be a possibility thinker, a positive thinker. Thank you very much.